Story title: Reconciliation is the biggest lie. She cheated, lied, then repeated. My wife and I have been married for 8 years. We share 2 children together and I have a stepchild who is mine, if that makes sense. I have been involved in this child's life since the child was 14 months. We have built a nuclear unit. I have advanced degrees and earn in the 6 figures, and my wife works part-time, remotely, to fulfill her intellect and not identify as only a stay-at-home mom. 4 years ago we relocated for an incredible job opportunity which doubled my income. We had to move to a place we didn't know, had never been, but the opportunity completely changed the trajectory of my children's lives. I'm not wealthy, but we need for nothing. I would have been an absolute fool to pass up said opportunity. I worked for it my entire life, and my wife knew my career aspirations when we met. Now I'm 40 and have arrived, but the journey here was filled with sacrifices. I was married to my career the past few years. They don't hand out these kinds of opportunities without sacrifice. We're talking 80 hours on a normal week, every week, leaving her in a foreign state, 18 hours from any family, and with 3 young kids. It exploded last spring after she and the kids flew to visit family. She returned from the trip to tell me she wanted a divorce, couldn't live here any longer and needed her people back. She made a mistake, got really drunk one night and slept with someone while away. I was absolutely devastated, but still I pleaded, begged, did all I could to change her mind. Several weeks later, she packed herself and the kids in her SUV and left. She leased an apartment back home, and we proceeded to file divorce papers. Mind you, I wanted none of this. And I'm not perfect, but I love my kids and family, and I do my best to give them a good life. About 3 months into the separation she agreed to marriage counseling leading up to the divorce date. Long story short, in the midst of that process I better understood she felt money and success were my primary loves, and she better was able to understand how a smart kid, who grew up on welfare, would stop at nothing to do better for his own children. We agreed to try again, but I had one condition. I asked if there was anything or anyone else. I very clearly expressed I did not wish, and could not accept, working out our marriage if she was sleeping with anyone else. It was my only deal breaker. Obviously I wasn't with anyone. She looked me square in the eyes and told me, no, so I flew her and the kids back immediately. We broke her apartment lease, bought a new home and new rings, took a long overdue romantic getaway, etc. I can't say I was over the initial infidelity, but I didn't attack her with it every day. People are human and make mistakes. I paid more attention to my job than my family. I screwed up, too. It was absolutely tragic, but I remained committed to staying the course. In addition, and for context, one of my children is mildly special needs. He will likely live normal life in time, but he's going to need a lot of support. I'm a warrior for that child. Southwest, my drive is not for Ferraris and yachts. So why am I here? 3 weeks ago my wife apparently grew a conscience, and she admitted she slept with someone else 3 times, while we were separated and in the midst of our marriage counseling. I lost it. Unfortunately I smashed a few vases, said some things I shouldn't have said, ripped a door off the wall. I'm in shape. It wasn't pretty and the worst failure I've had as a father. She rightfully demanded I leave. I did. I didn't harm any member of my family, and returned a few days later. Last night I told her I want a divorce. There's nothing to fix here. I was played for an absolute fool. I was lied to, cheated on twice. Take the alimony, I don't care. Just get out. I feel so disgusted to have touched her or slept with her after her first infidelity, but obviously I am also crushed. My poor children. How dare she ruin our lives with her selfishness?